it's Denise, and I want to welcome you to Planning at Makeup on Aisle 64. And today, you are going to get a good laugh when you see what I've got in store for you. If you got a chance to take a look at my January mission board, you notice that one of the things that I was going to do was finish up the decor in my family room. I got new family room furniture, and then I just needed to do a little tweaks, and then it was going to be done. And then for my February project, I was going to start on the dining room, which wouldn't take very much time. Well, as luck would have it, and as life happens, I got distracted and started on the kitchen. So I've been doing some organizing in there. It's just amazing when you get to looking around your house. When you get one room done, then you notice what needs to be done in the other room. So once I got the family room done, the kitchen is right off the family room, and then I kind of was looking around in there thinking, well, I really need to tackle that, and I really need to tackle that. So I've been doing some organizing in the kitchen. But the project that I've got done now and that I'm really excited about is my home coffee bar. So I just have to show that to you. I've been looking at a lot of YouTube videos, and one of the YouTubers that I've discovered is called it's called At Home with Nikki. She is absolutely amazing, and she did this amazing coffee bar at her home. And after I looked at her video, I started looking at other videos, and there are just so many ways to do a coffee bar at your home if you like a good cup of coffee, and I do. So I came up with a coffee bar to suit my family. So let me show you that. You'll get a good laugh. Hang on. Okay, so here you have a bird's eye view of my coffee bar. And one of the things that I really wanted to make sure that I did was make it work for me and my husband. We're the ones that are in this space most of the time, and that would be using this space most of the time. Of course, there are times when we'll have family members in that'll also be using this coffee bar, but most of the time it's just him and I. And whereas I like a great cup of coffee, and sometimes I like hot chocolate or a cup of tea, depending upon what's going on, he doesn't like coffee. He likes tea, and he likes mostly hot chocolate. So in the mornings, when he wants something warm, he'll grab a cup of hot chocolate, and if he's having a cold or something like that, he might grab a tea. When we have company in, of course, then everybody wants whatever they want. Coffee, tea, hot chocolate, hot apple cider, whatever. So I decided to make it work for the two of us most of the time, but then I can get out those things that I need to have when company is here. So let me just get in a little bit closer and show you what I've got going on. I'm really pleased with what I was able to put together. So one of the things that you'll notice that I have here in our coffee bar, which is actually a coffee and pastry bar, is a toaster. I had to have a toaster here because my husband likes to make toast in the morning, and I like to have bagels, and there's just really nowhere else to put it. It's too big to put underneath the counter, so here it is. One of the things that I had to do was think about what works well for my family, and I needed to have the toaster on the counter. So here I have this beautiful glass jar that I've got my bagels in, and I picked this up at Pier 1. Let me just turn it around a little bit so that you can see it. There's actually got these beautiful green leaves and flowers all around, and then look at this sweet little bunny that's been hand painted on this particular canister. So I picked this up at Pier 1 because I needed something that I could put my bagels, my English muffins, different things like that that I put in the toaster. So I've got this right here, and then this little baby doll. It's a butter dish, but it was so cute, and it's got written on here, "Butter me up." I just couldn't leave it. It was on clearance at Pier 1, and I brought it home, and it's the perfect size for these peanut butter cookies. So sometimes in the morning I might like to have a cookie with my coffee or my hot chocolate. So we have this. Here I've got a domed cake stand that I use to put our muffins in. So I could put muffins and coffee cakes and other pastries that we use in the morning. You can see my Keurig there in the middle, and I got the Keurig as a gift from my sister. I was so surprised when she gave me that. I got it as a Christmas gift several years ago, and I just love it. Here I've got a small Longaberger basket with some K-Cups in it, and then a couple of organic gourmet cafe lattes. And then this sweet little honey pot. I picked this honey pot up at Marshall's. It was on clearance for $3, and I just thought it was so sweet I just had to bring it home. And then of course there are those people who like honey in their tea, so we've got that for them to use. And then of course I've got this sugar bowl right here. I've had this sugar bowl for quite a while actually. I bought it at a clearance sale years ago at one of the fancy department stores here in town, and I use it on my table every day as a sugar bowl. And then one day the lid on it got broken, so then I put it away, and I just recently found another lid that I could swap out to put on top of here, so it's back in use. And I really love the way that this all fits so nicely on this tray, which I picked up at Target for about $12, I believe. Back here I've got some teas. I've got quite a variety here, and then I've got more in my pantry. But this way I've got out just enough so that the guests can help themselves to that, or if my husband wants to get a cup of tea in the morning before he has to go out, or if I want a cup of tea at night before I go to bed to help me relax, they're here for me to easily access. Biscottis here, salted caramel biscottis. And then of course we've got the various powders and flavorings for the coffee. Chocolate powder here, raw sugar here, and then cinnamon here. And then back here I've got some flavored syrups. Here is vanilla, salted caramel, and classic hazelnut. And then over here I've got some of the small creamers that my guests might like. I tend to like the salted caramel chocolate creamer, and I buy that in a large container and keep it in the fridge. But I buy these small ones for guests. When my sister comes over or my daughter's here, they don't like the kind of creamer that I use. They prefer these kinds. And then the nice thing about those is that I don't have to worry about refrigeration, so those stay perfectly fine for them. So that's my coffee and pastry bar setup. That's part of my organization and planning that I'm getting done for my kitchen on my February mission board. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly would like to find out if you decided to set up any kind of a coffee bar or coffee or tea station in your home. Tell me about it in the comments section below. So that's it for now from planning at Makeup on Aisle 64. I'll have more news for you later. But in the meantime, share the love by sharing the link with family and friends that you think might enjoy this amazing coffee bar setup. And by all means, subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my blog.